Good evening, parents and students. Today we welcome you to our back to school night or meet the teacher. Unfortunately, we are not in person, but I ask you to begin this evening with a prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. This is our Springfield Catholic High School prayer that we devised about 3 years ago, and so I'd like to read it. Dear Heavenly Father, Springfield Catholic is composed of people like me. I help make it what it is. It will be friendly if I am. Its halls will be welcoming if I am. It will be prayerful if I pray. It will be a school of loyalty and love, service and faith, standing as one in victory and defeat. If I who make it what it is, I am filled with these same things. Therefore, with your help, O God, I shall dedicate myself to the task of being all things that I want my school to be. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Once again, I welcome you. And I can't say enough how these are very, very trying times, but we have made the most of it. At our faculty meeting, I told our faculty, and I'm reminded that we are all first-year teachers this year. We are all first-year principals. It's almost like driving the car that we're making, but we are doing it, and we are doing it pretty well. I wish the next 170 days could go just like the first 4 days have gone, because they've gone beautifully. And I thank these wonderful teachers and your students. They have been great. Two things I just want to really remind you of this morning before I introduce our faculty. One is that it is so important that you and your student do the daily wellness checklist. I think if we do that every single day, and it will really help in what we are trying to keep your students safe. Attendance is always very important, but this year, attendance in school will not, your students' grades will not be jeopardized because of attendance. So we want you here, but we do not want you here if you have any symptoms. And so please make sure that is communicated. Also, the real importance is communication. We must communicate with each other. We need to teach our young people how to communicate, and we will really stress this. 4 years go by so quickly. And so it's so important that your student learns to communicate and to solve their own problems. Not that we do not want you involved, we do, but help guide them so that they too can solve those problems together. When those things don't get done, we open it up to parents to come and talk to us, but do try to teach your student how to solve their own problems. A couple things that have happened since the beginning of school. One is that recently we sent out a survey on mental health, and we had a great response. So coming soon, we are going to be able, we found that several students had a lot of anxiety. Now, whether it's from COVID or it's from just school, life itself, we're going to be very happy to have an intern, a mental health intern here at school at Springfield Catholic. We're excited for that. You'll learn more about that in the days to come. Also, today or the day before, yesterday, gold cards from the development board went home with your student. Please know that it's very, very important that we sell 2 for each student. This is through September 21st. This helps in keeping down tuition cost, and it all goes to the operating budget. So please help us with that. I am very, very privileged to work alongside with these wonderful teachers. We've lost one teacher to Nixa High School, but we gained 3, and you're going to learn about them here in a minute, which we are very happy to have. We have 2 other new faculty members, and then we have our veterans that have been here who are so dedicated to Springfield Catholic School and to Catholic education. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce a couple people first before our teachers come out, and that will be our home and school president, Shauna Davis.
Good evening. As Mrs. Cahan mentioned, my name is Shauna Davis, and I am the new president of Home and School. So I want to share a little bit about what we do at Home and School. It is a parent organization established to support the various needs of our Springfield Catholic High School family, including the faculty, staff, and students. This is achieved by each family's involvement and participation in the association. Your membership into Home and School Association is a wonderful way to show support to your Springfield Catholic High School family throughout the entire school year. We, as the Home and School Association, we provide support to the teachers. We help with back to school night, monthly teacher appreciation snacks, faculty wish lists, practice ACTs, organizing the National Honor Society induction ceremony, Catholic Schools Week appreciation celebration. So you probably have received some emails from me already, and I will probably send out more. We also will do the Teacher's Purse in December. We will do finals treat bags. So you will have communication with me. What we try to do is grow our membership, especially at the beginning of the year. And those dollars go directly towards the things that I mentioned before with the Honor Society ceremonies, the teacher wish lists. We try to continue to do that all throughout the year and we avoid having to do any fundraising based on your membership. So we appreciate that. You can send in a check. You will probably have the emails that I've sent you so far. You can detach or print out and detach and send in a check. Or that new this year is a Venmo account that we've created, and that is at SCHS home and school, and that's an easy way just to donate without having to write a check or remember to write a check, because that is one thing I have found. If I don't do it right then, I forget. So even when it comes through an email, I look at it, click on it, and I'm able to Venmo it right away. So that's an easy way. Checks are always good too. But anyway, again, if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, please reach out. Again, my name is Shauna Davis, and you can reach me by phone or email. So look forward to meeting you.
Good evening. My name is Birdie Rader, and I am here representing the Springfield Catholic Booster Club Team Store and our Booster Club. So I just wanted to remind parents what your student can wear to school as far as uniform approved apparel. We do have jackets that have the school cross embroidered on them, and even sweatshirts that have the school cross embroidered on them. Hopefully you can see that. And these are components that can be worn in the classroom. Of course, you have to have a colored uniform polo shirt underneath them, which we do not carry, but we do have a lot of the pullover jackets and sweatshirts in stock at the team store. If you go on our website at scteamstore.com, that is where you can find all of the uniform approved jackets, as well as a lot of other apparel that we have. We have blankets and cups and shirts and jackets, you name it. Some of the items that we have in stock in the store, so you can order, and we would have them ready for delivery in the high school office to pick up. As far as the uniform jackets, if we do not have your size, we order the jackets on the 1st and the 15th of each month. So hopefully we'll have them to you in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. So that's where you can go and look for your uniform jackets. We do also have another emblem that we use is the interlocking SC that's embroidered. And if sometimes we allow the team, the sports to have that on there, as long as it's collared and it's approved, embroidered, the teachers will let you know and your students know if it is not approved. They cannot wear hoodies in the classroom. That is a big no-no. So please don't send your student to school in a hoodie. So as far as the team store, we have had a lot of requests as far as like, when are we open? It's a volunteer job, so we are not open a lot. So if you go to scteamstore.com to place your order and look, we'll try to get it to you as soon as we can. We are going to be open on the first Friday, early out Friday of every month from 7:30 in the morning until 1 p.m. So that will be posted on the website, and I think it'll be a reminder. We also have, currently we have some fall sports online stores. And just so you know, when those stores close, all of the apparel will be delivered through that team or that sport. So like if football ordered, you guys will get those orders from your player when those are delivered. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is just trying to get involved for Booster Club. Matt Morrison is our president, and Kathy George and I run the team store, and we have a few other officers, but we would love to have as many parents get involved with the Booster Club. We have a lot of students here that are active in sports, and the Booster Club, basically, we fund a lot of things. I'll just kind of mention a few things, and then I'm going to let the teachers talk. But we have resurfaced the tennis courts. We have put new goals up in the basketball gym. We actually, if you haven't been, the new gym has some new signage that shows first through fourth place finishes at state, district champions. We also fund, there's a new website called SCIrish.com that you can get on there and look at all the sports' rosters and their schedules. Anyway, we do a lot. So just wanted to remind you guys to go to scteamstore.com, order your uniform jackets, and also get on scteamstore.com, go to join the Booster Club, and you can join at different levels, but we would love to have more parents and to participate in this, and go Irish.
Hi, I'm Melanie Gray, and I'm the Library Media Specialist here at Catholic. This is my 6th year at Springfield Catholic and my 32nd year of teaching. I spent 26 years in the Thornfield and Ava school districts as well. You can find me here in our beautiful media center, where we have many print and digital resources available for our students. This is also the Chromebook Hub, where you can come from the students can come here to pick up Chromebooks, get loaner Chromebooks, get help with issues with their Chromebooks, and whatever else that they might need. This is also where the students do their printing, and they can and need to pay their printing funds in advance, and it's very helpful to them to have a little bit of money in their print account. So if you could send $5 or something ahead, that's always helpful for them, because that's usually when they need it the most, is when they're out of funds. You will also, if you're a senior or senior parents, you will hear from me throughout the year with correspondence getting ready for graduation in the spring. And we appreciate always keeping up with those deadlines that we have, so that we can have the best graduation possible. You can reach me from the library website, from our school website under academics. So thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Julie Bowles. I'm an academic counselor here at Springfield Catholic, and this is my 7th year at Springfield Catholic. I've been a part of Springfield Catholic schools for quite a long time. As a parent, I've had 4 kids that have gone through our system, and have recently graduated from the high school. And I've worked in other capacities, but at this point, my job as an academic counselor, I think, is a high point of my career. I have the privilege of working with your students. I work with students with last names A through L, and we do quite a lot of things in the academic office, from scheduling to being a resource for you and your students for any kind of ACT prep, for tutoring. And of course, if students just need to come in and have questions about their classes or how to communicate with their teachers, we welcome them to come in. We also work with your seniors and getting them ready to be prepared for what they're going to be taking on after they leave high school. And this week we've been speaking with them about the college application process. I'd like to welcome Debbie Randall, who's joined me in the academic office.
And so I will take students M through Z in the academic office. This is my 7th year here at Springfield Catholic. This is my 1st year in the academic office. I was a theology teacher with seniors for the past 6 years. I've had 3 boys graduate through Springfield Catholic, and it has been a blessing to be part of this system.
Thank you.
I'm also a head of the house system, and you might have already heard about the house system, but myself and Sister Grace do the house system. We will be having our calling ceremony distanced starting next week, and then we will start in our families after Labor Day. Thank you.
I'm Sister Grace. I have taught science for 6 years, and this year I work as a campus minister. So, and my goal is for this year to empower students and to empower students to be examples of Christ to one another through prayers, retreats, community service, and also especially through the celebration of the Eucharist. And I'm looking forward to have freshman retreat on September 30th and also summer retreat on October 1st. So may Jesus, our good shepherd, protect us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rena Sweeney. This is my 13th year here at Springfield Catholic, and I teach business courses. I teach the multimedia for the freshmen, so I get to know all of the freshmen. It's wonderful. I have computer science. Those are AP classes. One thing to know with your AP student is there's a lot of homework. They really need to be getting their work done on a regular basis. If they happen to be absent, they need to go to Google Meet and watch the class online. I have it live and it is being recorded. So if they're super sick and they can't watch it live, they do need to watch the recording. Lots of homework. They need to keep up with that. I teach AV media also. And so some of the things that you're going to see visually, my kiddos have done it. I'm also the dean for St. John, part of the house system. It's obviously the best house in the entire system. Sorry, everybody else. Let's see. I think that was it. I also have had 4 daughters who went to school here, and they've all graduated. This is the best school, and thank you for sending your students here. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jody Pyle, and this is my 28th year of teaching. And Mrs. Scahan mentioned that 3 new teachers came from Nixa. I'm one of those. And I am Catholic, born and raised. So this is a refreshing opportunity for me to incorporate religion into my daily routine. So I really feel great about that. I teach marketing, accounting, and personal finance. And I've taught accounting and personal finance for a long time. So I sent out an email today to parents. So you will be getting that from me if you haven't already. And my syllabus is posted on Google Classroom. So if you have any questions, you can email me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chastity Hance. I teach a good number of classes through the communication arts. So I teach Intro to Debate, which is all of our 9th graders and then any of our new students. I like to say that Intro to Debate is public speaking through the vehicle of debate, and that's why it's really important that they take it here at Springfield Catholic. I also teach dual credit public speaking, which is available for your students anytime after their 9th grade year. Intro to Debate is the prerequisite for that. And that's a dual credit course through Missouri State University. And then I teach a competitive and an advanced competitive speech and debate class, as well as being the coach of the speech and debate team here at Springfield Catholic. So if you're interested in your kids doing that, or your kids are interested, I'm the person that they should come and speak to. I will be one of the new coaches of the Quiz Bowl team. So if you're interested in that program, you could speak to me or Mrs. Wakefield. And then I'm the dean of St. Catherine House. And while, come on, we're the ultimate comeback kings. So we got this on lock. So I hope you have a great school year.
Hello, my name is Lonnie Grostadier. The kids here call me Mrs. G. I teach the FACS classes. For the sophomore level, I have a class called Team Living. It's a semester elective course. The students cook for a quarter and they learn to sew for the second quarter. For juniors and seniors, I have several class options that are all electives. I have Foods 1 and Foods 2. I have Child Growth and Development 1 and Child Growth and Development 2. And I also teach Housing and Interior Design. I've been here at this great school for over 25 years, and it is the best school. And I thank you all for your continued support and of all of us. And if you ever need to reach me, just send me an email and I will be here to answer any questions you have. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Catherine Cole. I conduct Irish singers and concert choir here, and I also teach piano lab. It's my 11th year in the classroom, 3rd year here at Springfield Catholic High School, and we're excited for a wonderful year. We are going to be singing this year with masks and 6 feet apart, and we've got a wonderful space. I'm sure that the concert choir kids have already told you about it, and we're very excited about all of the virtual choir things that we'll be doing. So check those out, and it'll be coming to you soon.
Hello, I'm Christy Norris, and I am the director of bands here. I have Irish Fusion and the concert band that plays at a lot of the sporting events between the two groups. I'm also at all 3 of the elementaries, so the best way to get a hold of me would be email. And this is my 2nd year here at Catholic and my 8th year overall. And we are going to be playing, just like the choir is going to be singing, masks on the instruments, which is kind of a fun little twist, and lots of space and outside playing as much as possible. Have a good evening. It's not afternoon anymore.
Good evening. I'm Elaine Jones. I teach art here at Springfield Catholic. I teach Art 1, Art 2, Art 3, and Art 4. This is my 3rd year in the Catholic school system. I was a para at St. Agnes for 1 year, and this is my 2nd year here at Springfield Catholic High School. I have 2 kids who attend St. Agnes. They were homeschooled before we attended here, and I must say that I'm very fond of this school system already. So what else should I tell you? The kids will be using Google Classroom this year. They're even submitting projects now. I want them to be in the habit of submitting those projects virtually. So if we do go virtual learning, they're already in the habit of practicing that. So if they are at home, they can live stream my class. I've already been practicing that with a few students. So feel free to ask me for some of those live streams if you need them. You can find everything on Google Classroom, my syllabi and such. So how can you communicate with me? Through email is the best, and I concur with Mrs. Scahan. I think one of the best things we can teach our kids right now is how to communicate to prepare them for the next level, the collegiate level. So anyways, if you need to contact me, you can contact me through my school email. So thank you so much.
Good evening. My name is May Samala. I am the mathematics department head here at Springfield Catholic. And before I let the rest of my department speak, I'd like to inform you of a couple of departmental policies that we have. As a department, the math department has a late work policy, and we do accept a homework assignment that is 1 day late, but it will receive at the most 50% credit. Now, this does not apply if you have excused absences for sicknesses, but if you just maybe didn't get the homework assignment done for that day. We also have a consistent way that we assign our grade. Assignments are 15% of our grade, while quizzes are 25, and tests will be 60% of the grade. The small exception to that is the college algebra, where the 15% are both assignments and quizzes, 60 is still the tests, and the 25 are cumulative quarter tests. I'll let the rest of my staff here come to the podium and talk about their classes and themselves, and I will be back to talk about my classes.
Good evening. I am Kathy Frericks, and this is my second year here at Springfield Catholic. Last year I taught Algebra 1. This year I have moved up, and now I'm teaching Algebra 2, which is definitely my wheelhouse. I retired from public school. I taught at Nixa for 25 years, so I'm excited about my coworkers that joined me here to this wonderful school. I hope I had a little part in that, in encouraging them. But I'm excited. I have some of your students that I had last year in the classroom this year again. The others I'm excited to get to meet. And I know math's not a favorite subject for many, but I try to make it as interesting, and I want everyone to be successful and have a great year. I'm always available for through email. If you need to talk, email me and I'd be happy to give you a call. I'm utilizing Google Classroom like everyone else, and live stream. If right now I do live stream a couple of classes, if your student is going to be home for an extended period of time, I'd be happy to live stream that class as well. The students have all been told how to be able to get on. They just need to let me know, and I'd be happy to do that. And then everything else is in Google Classroom, the semester calendar and everything. So thanks so much for sharing your children with us.
Good evening. I'm Margie Wakefield, and I have been here at Springfield Catholic 14 years after retiring from Fairgrove, where I taught for 26 years. I teach geometry and I teach gardening. You can guess which one the students appreciate most. I am also the Dean of St. Michael, go St. Michael, and then I will be helping Chastity Hance with the Quiz Bowl, and I also will be doing the GPML or with the math department. And this year they have decided to do all of the GPML competitions online. I do use the Google Classroom. Students are already practicing submitting homework through Google Classroom. They find their assignments on Google Classroom. They were given their syllabus on the first day of school. Back on the GPML, their first contest is September 19th, and we will begin practice for that next week.
Oh, my name is Anita Zumo, and I taught for 32 years in the public school system. The last 28 have been at Nixa. For almost all of my teaching career, I've taught both math and science. This is the first year that I've taught only math, so that's kind of an interesting change for me. I'm teaching Algebra 1. You can find information about my class on Google Classroom. I am posting videos daily of the Algebra 1 so that anybody that's absent can have access to that, or if they're struggling and want to go back and rewatch a lecture, they can do that. I also teach math analysis, which is a senior level class. It's for the students that are needing to get their fourth math credit. A little bit about myself outside of class, outside of school. I'm married and we have two sons. My husband and I have two sons. My oldest son, Nick, is a seminarian, and he is studying in Mundelein, which is north of Chicago. And my younger son is studying nursing at Mizzou. It's a little bit about me. Thank you.
Hello, I am back. Again, my name is May Samala. I have been teaching here at Springfield Catholic for 28 years. I have two children, two girls in the system, and my family, my husband and girls and I go to Immaculate Conception Parish. I teach pre-calculus, AP calculus, and then the college algebras. The college algebra has a dual credit with MSU that you can apply for, or you can register for. And AP Calculus will be giving their test May the 4th in 2021, if that's something that you are interested in planning for. Information about my classes can be found on the Google Classroom, but if you would like a hard copy of either a class syllabus or a class schedule, please email me and just let me know. I'd be happy to send that to you. Please email me at any time if you have any questions or want any information, and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. Thank you and have a good evening.
Good evening. I'm Shelley Plaster, Spanish department. And this year I will be teaching Spanish 1 and 2. This is my 8th year with Springfield Catholic. This was my first teaching job and I have absolutely loved it here. This year we are welcoming a new teacher for Spanish 4, Ms. Brockmeyer, so we're very excited about that. Spanish 3, we're doing it a little different. We're piloting a new program called Launch that the public schools have been working with. So we're going to see how the kids like that. So far, we have been working with the technology so that we are prepared for students that are distance learning. So I am also live streaming classes as needed. And I'm also putting the link of the recorded class on Classroom. So if your student, even if they are not a distance learner, if they should miss a class, they will be able to go to that link and find assignments and all the papers that might go with assignments that they might need. If they have questions, they can always email. I check those even in the evening. So once again, thank you so much for supporting us and trusting us with your children this year. We're doing everything to keep them safe and healthy and happy. And now I'd like to introduce Manny Brockmeyer.
Hi, I'm Manny Brockmeyer, and I come from New Covenant Academy. I taught there for 11 years, and I'm currently working at Immaculate Conception Church in youth ministry and records. And so I am coming over to Springfield Catholic in the morning to teach the Spanish 4 courses. I guess this year we are just really focusing on speaking proficiency and preparing students for just university Spanish. And so if you have any questions at all, please email me, and I'm looking forward to a great year.
Hello, my name is Bobby Cornelson. I teach the freshman theology classes, which is scripture studies, and I teach half of the juniors, and we'll kind of talk about that here in a little bit when I introduce Mr. Wood. Everything you need to know is on my Google Classroom page, and either you signed or your child forged your signature on a form saying that you have seen my syllabus and that you understand all of my policies and everything. But all our policies regarding homework and late work is on my syllabus and things like that. Again, we're working with the technology, and if you do miss class and you need to have videos of my lectures, I can send those to you if you have extended absence. And I'm working with one student already with distance learning, and we're kind of progressing with our technology with that as we go. So again, my freshman year is a scripture study. So your children should have Bibles and ready to go with those starting tomorrow, and then we'll go through that. The junior class, we split them. I have half of them for the first semester, and Mr. Wood has half of them, and we switch. With the big class, Grace also has one section of the juniors, so some of your juniors may have her. So, but for the majority of them, I'll have half of them. Mr. Wood has half of them, and then we switch at semester. So again, I've been in the system for over 30 years. I've been here at the high school for 20, teaching theology, and I really do enjoy this. This has been home for me. I remember the first day I was in our system, I told a friend of mine, I think that's where I'm going to be at the rest of my life. So Mr. Stander's not here. I will speak on behalf of Therese family. Our name is on the trophy.
Hi, I'm Jim Wood. This is my 8th year at Springfield Catholic. And prior to that, I retired from Kickapoo High School, where I taught AP US and AP Government. It is a great pleasure to be here and teach your children theology. In my sophomore classes, I teach first semester and second semester. First semester is a course called Revelations of Jesus, which is essentially a New Testament course. The second semester, I teach them church history, which basically runs from Pentecost to Vatican II. In my junior class, I teach a course called Theology of the Body, which is based on Pope St. John II's thesis and writing and sermons on the dignity of the spirit of the human body. And it's a great course that I love to teach, and that's to juniors. Thank you for sending your children to us for your care. Thank you for their care. Thank you.
Hi, I am Bridget Hannafin, and I am the new addition to the theology department. I am returning to Southwest Missouri after spending 6 years in Dallas, Texas, 5 years in parish ministry, and a year teaching science in the classroom there. This year, I will be teaching senior theology, which I'm really excited about, and we are covering Catholic morality and Catholic social teaching across the year. So really getting into discussion, dialogue, and critical thinking as it relates to those topics in this world today. All of my class syllabi are posted on Google Classroom with expectations, grading policies, late policies as well as my email. And that is the best way to contact me. I'm looking forward to making Springfield Catholic home. Have a great evening.
Hi, I'm Nick Russo, the only original Jersey boy on staff at Springfield Catholic High School, leading off for the English department. I teach all freshman literature classes along with an American film class, which is an upper division elective class. I have 4 children, 3 of which have graduated from Springfield Catholic High School. My youngest is a junior here. This is my 21st year at Springfield Catholic. Likewise, I coach cross country, and if any of your sons or daughters are not involved in a fall sport, they can still get involved in cross country. Thank you and good night.
Hello, good evening. I am Stephanie Lawless. I teach your son or daughter in English 2 this year. And I also teach 2 electives within our English department, young adult literature, which they can begin taking as a sophomore, and also journalism 1 and 2, which students are able to begin taking as a junior. Primarily this year, it is an American literature curriculum. Most of what we read, American authors. In addition, the curriculum is a lot of communication facets. So whether it be presenting or of course their reading skills and their writing abilities, research, those components are heavily stressed this year. Utilize Google Classroom like many of our other teachers often, especially this year. And so if you ever have a student who needs to be live streamed into their classroom, once again, you and them can email me that information, and I'd be glad to make sure your student gets what he or she needs there. And I can be reached, of course, by email anytime, so feel free to reach out to me. Thank you. Have a great year.
Hello, my name is Julia Ritter Frizzell, and I teach English 3, AP English 3, and English 4 this year for the second time. So I have been here at Springfield Catholic for 4 years, and last year I started teaching English 4, which is now an intro to writing class for the students who are planning to go to college but didn't want the extra stress of taking a dual credit class their senior year in English. My big focus is, of course, on literary analysis and then critical thinking. My syllabi are all online. The classes will be all online this year. Everything will be done through Classroom within reason. Some papers may have to be printed. And just like all of the other teachers have mentioned, I am doing Google Meets. If your student is absent or going to be absent, if they can drop me an email, then I will make sure that I will record their class. If they cannot watch it during class, it will be available on Classroom. And I will make sure that I send all the resources that they need. It's a brave new world out there, and thank you so much for letting me share your children for the year.
Good evening.
I'm Susan Morton. I've been teaching at the high school for 20 years, and before that, I taught at Missouri State and Drury. I have children and grandchildren who have gone through the entire system, and it's a great school system, and I really enjoy teaching your children. I teach English 4 AP, which doubles as a dual credit program with Missouri State University. It is strictly an essay-based class, although we do learn critical reading skills, critical research skills. They learn how to critically incorporate effectively and professionally resources into their essays. We learn a variety of rhetorical essays, position papers, and descriptive, etc. They will have many writing projects. If you find that your child, my student, is feeling a bit stressed, please do let me know. Please email me because we can work around. I've done this for 20 years. I haven't lost a student yet. They all survive and they learn confidence in writing, which I have told them already is the most important ingredient in a good writing. So thank you.
Good evening. I'm Chris Kamey, and I am the lone representative for the SCHS Social Studies Department. I guess I drew the short straw. I am a former student of Springfield Catholic. I actually graduated from here in 2007, so I am living proof that this place does in fact work and your kids can get a good education. I'm here representing Dan Evans, who is mostly in charge of teaching freshmen and kind of the intro civics classes. My colleague Wes Page, who teaches regular level history, world, U.S. history, and some other elective classes in the vein of that. I teach the more advanced placement classes of AP World, AP U.S. History, and I'm also speaking on behalf of Ella Markham, who teaches our psych, sociology, and is even part of our French club. If you have questions, we do recommend you email us and have your kids come talk to us if they have issues regarding classwork, things of that nature. Our syllabuses have all been handed out on the first day of class. You can go check that online. They are posted on our classroom pages respectively. And yeah, I think we can get through this, folks. There have been plenty of plagues and pandemics in history, and well, we survived them all as long as we stay smart. So everyone have a good evening, and yeah, stay classy, Springfield Catholic.
Hello, I'm Jeff Stratton. I teach biology, anatomy and physiology, and forensic science. So I only teach juniors and seniors. This is my 4th year at Catholic, 5th year overall. You can find the syllabus and the classroom rules and policies on Google Classroom underneath syllabus and rubrics. You can find that in the classwork page. Prior to coming to Catholic, I was an assistant strength coach at Missouri State, assistant strength coach at University of Central Arkansas. I worked at Mercy Hospital for 7 years. I was the exercise physiologist for the Mercy Fitness Centers. You can best reach me through email. And I do want to say one thing about late work. I will accept late work. It will generally be 10% off if it is in the unit, but after that unit, it would be half credit. So, thank you.
My name is Jeff Plake. This is my 29th year in education. I am a retired teacher from Missouri. I have a background in secondary teaching, in middle school teaching, secondary administration, elementary administration, and superintendency. I have certifications that range from sciences, a master's in secondary administration, and also a specialist degree in superintendency. This year I will be teaching Chemistry 1, Chemistry 2, and Environmental Science. All information you would need to know about my classes will be on Google Classroom. We'll be using that as well for most of our classwork. I hope to have gained a greater knowledge about those things as the year progresses. Look forward to teaching your children. I am very blessed to be here and look forward to meeting all of you soon. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emma Thomas, and this is my first year at Springfield Catholic High School.
This is my third year in the Springfield Catholic school system. I spent the last 2 years at St. Agnes as a para, and I'm no stranger to the Springfield Catholic school system. I started here when I was in 3-year-old preschool at St. Agnes, went all the way through 8th grade, went through the high school 9th through 12th. So I'm really happy to be back. I graduated from Mizzou with my degree in meteorology. And then through the past 2 years, I fell in love with education, and with the love of science, decided to get certified to teach high school physics. So I teach Physics 2, which is a junior and senior course. And we just go through a little bit more in depth of physics, things that they learned in Physics 1. I also teach an elective Earth Science, which is for sophomores. And we just dive into things with geology, oceanography, meteorology, and just environmental, touch on environmental science. And I also teach all the freshmen in Physics 1. And I just, especially with the freshmen, I want you guys to know if you guys have any trouble, because Physics 1 has a lot of math in it and kids often are not very fond of that. I've already gotten some groans and it's only a little bit into the school year, but just have them come in and talk to me during prep, send me emails, and I'll be happy to help them. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Christy Jarvis, and I teach AP Biology and a class called Modern Epidemics, which is kind of ironic given the time we're living in. AP Biology is a very challenging course. The kids had their first quiz today, but like everyone has said, the easiest way to reach me is through email. I also keep everything on Google Classroom. Modern Epidemics is an elective. We're delving deep into COVID this year, but also we'll touch on other epidemics like opioid epidemic, cancer, HIV, other epidemics that have inflicted humankind throughout history. I'm also a parent here, so I'm just as concerned with your child's health, because I have a child walking these halls every day too. So thank you for helping us, and I look forward to a great year.
Hello, I'm Don East, better known as Coach East. I've been here for 14 years now. That's all of my teaching experience is PE and health here throughout the system. I do have 2 children here as well. They're at St. Agnes Elementary, and we're just happy to be a part of this. I've been the department head in PE and health for several years now, but I have a different role this year. This year I'm going to be doing coordinating the A+ and the internship programs. The A+ program helps students to receive free tuition at a community college for 2 years. So this summer we had 4 students, and this semester we have 11. So the numbers are going up. So we need somebody to keep track of them. And so that person will be me. If you're interested in it, please contact me through email or phone or whatever. And so also I'm doing Spanish 3. I'm proctoring Spanish 3 on the launch program through SPS at Springfield Public Schools. And we got a pretty good start. We have about 75 kids and only 4 cannot get logged on. So it's not too bad a start. So some kids are way ahead and some behind, but we'll get it caught up. And I'm just happy to be here. Thank you. Have a good night.
Hello, my name is Coach Raleigh. My first name, you don't need to know this, but if you do, it's Ozzy. This is my 7th year here at a Catholic school system, and I'm teaching health, girls and boys, girls in the fall, boys in the spring. I got some other supplemental classes, like study hall that I teach, and world language. Just happy to be back in school, and I know the kids are too, because that online learning is tough. I got a couple of students that's doing that right now, but and it's going real great. It's going real good right now. But you know, this is This is gonna be a fascinating year. I coach football, I coach girls track, and we're just trying to get through a lot of these things without having to stop and start again. And we're trying to do the same thing in the classroom, and it's going real great right now. And I'm just hoping to keep it going through the rest of the year. Thank you.
My name is Richard Grehagen. I am new to Springfield Catholic this year on the faculty, but this is not my first go around at Springfield Catholic. I coached football back here in 1989, 90, and 91 back as a student. assistant. So, basically I'm coming all the way back around in my career. I come from Nixa High School, where I just finished last year was my 25th year. It was my 28th year in public education, to where I retired from that. I have 31 years in coaching. This is actually my 32nd year. I am the head football coach here at Springfield Catholic, coming off a very hard practice today, which was a lot of fun. Got a group that's really working hard, doing a lot of good things. And I know we're really looking forward to Lamar on Friday. I teach here in the high school full-time. Total body fitness is my class. I've called it strength and conditioning for a long time. I've taught it for a long time. It's something where a student's going to get a full body workout. They're going to work their core. They're going to work their flexibility. They're going to work their strength. They're going to work their speed. It is a good class for overall fitness. It's, in my mind, it is a lifetime fitness type class. It's something that they can take what they learn there and use it the rest of their life and modify their workouts throughout. I'm just a part of the physical education department. I know Coach Stander is in there too, with multiple classes. I'm really happy to be here. I've just been here a few days as part of the faculty, and I have really enjoyed it.
My name is Sam Watke, and I am the assistant principal and athletic director at Springfield Catholic High School. This will be my 26th year, and just really excited to be back at school. I want to start off by saying thank you for sharing your child with us, and let you know that we missed them. That was a tough way to end our school year, and the longest time that I've gone without being in school in a very long time. And I missed having our students around. I missed the energy of our high school, and we're glad to be back. Very pleased with how they've handled the first 4 days at school. Obviously looks and feels very different than it has in the past, but our kids have done a great job of doing what we've asked them to do, trying to keep each other safe. And I think they're glad to be back. And again, I want to thank you for sharing them with us. Really want to encourage you to encourage your student to get involved in their high school experience, whether that's a club or athletics or the many service opportunities that we have or activities outside of school. High school is about finding your niche, getting out of your comfort zone and being a part of something. And we want them to do that. I look at our school as a family. Like all families, we don't always operate at the highest level. And sometimes we struggle with one another, but that's part of the process, and we need them involved, and we want to help them grow and grow as both students and people. So once again, we're glad to be back, and want to thank you for sharing your child with us.
Families, I'm sure you can agree with me that we have wonderful teachers here at Springfield Catholic. I am just so excited for this year. And the combination of great teachers and great students has to equal a superior year, a year that, we won't forget, I'm sure, for many, many reasons. But as Mr. Watke said, your kids have been amazing. I have just been so pleased with the cooperation that they have given. There's so many things that are new, especially for those sophomores through seniors, that we have asked them to do, and they have just been troopers. So thank you so much. And thank you for letting us serve you and sharing those students with us. I did want to tell you, just keep in your prayers, Wes Page, who is the history teacher that is with U.S. history, has most of the sophomores, I believe. He and his wife, Riley, are delivering their first baby today. She could have been born, it's a little girl, and she could have been born already, but they have been in the hospital all day, and he'll be out the rest of the week. And then Ella Markham, our psychology teacher, also in the social studies department, her daughter just gave birth maybe 2 weeks ago to twins, and one of the twins is not doing real well and is going to be referred on to more medical help in St. Louis. So keep them in your prayers as we go along. And once again, I want to thank you so very much for being here tonight. And I thank our IT department. Our IT department has been great and has helped us all with all of this distance learning. So once again,